The air on Live with Kelly and Mark is usually light, filled with giggles, quick banter, and the sort of chemistry that only a husband and wife duo could bring to a morning talk show. But during a recent broadcast, things took an unexpectedly hilarious turn when Kelly Ripa opened up about a long-ago breakup with Mark Consuelos, a moment that still leaves both of them rolling their eyes for completely different reasons. With the cameras rolling and the audience hanging on every word, Kelly slipped into storytelling mode, flashing that mischievous smile she's known for. "You know, Mark once broke up with me," she said dramatically, clutching her chest in mock heartbreak. The audience collectively gasped, while Mark, sitting beside her in his usual mix of confidence and mild panic, leaned forward. "Wait, are we really doing this on air?" he asked, already sensing what was about to come. Kelly nodded, her eyes twinkling. "Yes, because I feel like the people need to know. He broke up with me, and not even in a good way. If you're going to break up with someone, you should at least do a good job at it." He clearly did not. The crowd erupted in laughter, and Mark put his head in his hands. "You're never going to let me live this down, are you?" "Absolutely not," Kelly shot back, crossing her arms in playful defiance. The story that stuck. According to Kelly, the incident happened early in their relationship, long before they became daytime TV royalty. "We had just started dating," she recalled, "and I thought things were going great. Like I was all in. And then one day, out of nowhere, he decides to dump me." Mark groaned, interrupting. "It wasn't like that. I didn't dump you. I just needed space." Kelly raised a perfectly arched eyebrow. "Needing space is the universal code for breaking up," she said. "And let me tell you, you weren't even convincing. You mumbled through it, avoided eye contact, and the whole time I was just sitting there thinking, wow, this guy is not even doing a good job." Her sharp delivery sent the audience into another wave of laughter. Mark tried to defend himself, insisting that he was young, overwhelmed, and confused. "I didn't know what I was doing back then," he admitted. "I mean, come on, I was like 20-something. I didn't have a playbook." But Kelly wasn't done. "Exactly. No playbook. No script. Just a complete disaster of a breakup attempt," she teased. "If you're going to break up with me, at least make it memorable. Put in some effort. Write a speech. Send flowers afterward. Something." Instead, I was left thinking, that's it? That's how this ends. The aftermath. Of course, the breakup didn't stick. As everyone watching knows, Kelly and Mark reconciled, married in 1996, and are now one of Hollywood's most enduring couples. But Kelly admitted on air that the memory of that clumsy breakup has never quite faded. "The truth is, it was so bad that it actually worked in my favor," she confessed. "Because I realized if this is the worst he can do, then I'm probably safe. He doesn't have it in him to actually leave." Mark, laughing despite himself, added, "Or maybe I realized how dumb I was 5 minutes later and came crawling back." Kelly pounced on that. "Exactly. 5 minutes. Not even long enough for me to finish crying. He came back so fast I barely had time to process what happened." The audience cheered, and Kelly leaned back, satisfied with the victory of her retelling. A long history of playful shade. This isn't the first time Kelly has shaded her husband on Live. Their dynamic often blurs the line between affectionate teasing and genuine exasperation, which is precisely why viewers love them. Whether it's Mark fumbling through a cooking segment or Kelly calling him out for talking too much about his gym routine, the couple has turned their real-life marriage quirks into morning television gold. But this story of the bad breakup seemed to hit differently. It wasn't just funny, it was a rare glimpse into how imperfect and awkward their love story was at the start, and how those moments somehow made them stronger. "Honestly," Kelly told the viewers, "I look back on it now and I think, thank goodness he broke up with me. Because if he hadn't, maybe he wouldn't have realized how much he wanted to be with me." Sometimes you need the little drama to appreciate the big picture. Mark nodded, though he couldn't resist getting the last word. "Or maybe I just realized that no one else would ever put up with me," he joked, making Kelly laugh so hard she nearly toppled off her chair. Fans react. Within minutes of the episode airing, fans flooded social media with reactions. Many praised Kelly for her storytelling, calling her the queen of turning personal drama into comedy gold. Others sympathized with Mark, noting how brave he was to sit next to her while she recounted his teenage-level breakup skills on national television. One viewer wrote, "Kelly dragging Mark for his weak breakup game is everything I didn't know I needed on a Monday morning." Another added, "Mark should be grateful she forgave him, because no one else would have given him a second chance after that mess." Why it resonates. The story struck a chord because it was so relatable. Who hasn't endured or delivered a painfully awkward breakup? Kelly's willingness to poke fun at Mark while also acknowledging the humor in her own heartbreak reminded viewers that even picture-perfect celebrity couples have their cringe-worthy moments. It also showcased what makes Live with Kelly and Mark unique: the blend of honesty, humor, and vulnerability. Instead of presenting themselves as flawless, they let audiences in on the messy, funny, and sometimes embarrassing reality of marriage. The final word. As the segment wound down, Kelly gave Mark a playful nudge. "You know, you're lucky I'm such a forgiving person. Otherwise, that breakup could have been the end of everything." Mark leaned over and kissed her hand, earning an "ah" from the crowd. "Lucky doesn't even begin to cover it," he said softly, in a rare moment of sincerity. Kelly rolled her eyes but smiled. "Well, just remember, if you ever decide to try breaking up with me again, you'd better do a good job." The audience roared, the cameras cut to commercial, and the couple's banter once again proved why their show continues to shine. In the end, Kelly's story wasn't just about a failed breakup attempt. It was about the resilience of a relationship that has weathered clumsy beginnings, Hollywood pressure, and decades of change, all while keeping humor at the center. And if there's one thing the audience learned that day, it's that sometimes the worst breakups can lead to the best love stories, provided you don't mind being roasted about it forever on live television.